Hello there, welcome back to Byzantium. The last time we fought a colonization war with basically Western Europe, and it didn't turn out to be that great for us. We did kind of win, I guess, but it wasn't nice. So what we will be doing this time, I think, is trying to lay low, trying to get well, something's going, and apparently I got the bad reputation at, well, basically at once. So we have no boost from diplomatic reputation, so it will take a while to actually integrate Bulgaria, but even so we should be fine. Hopefully Constantinople will be integrated by, or become a core on Morea, and hopefully I can get done with taking the remainder of the, wow, I'm really having the hiccups, get the most of the coastline done, and then we'll start. I think we'll actually go for hopefully these 5 next time. I think it's far enough to damn it, cause too much trouble. So we'll see how it turns out. If not, I am probably in a little bit of a pickle, but hopefully it will go as planned. Time for some diplomacy attack here with the custom house in naval base 18, which gives us, well, naval bases and custom houses that we can now build. However, we'll most likely not do that. We still have some reinforcements to get done before things are in order. We'll also be fabricating some more claims here on Ankara and also Amasya, and then basically I guess we're ready with the next war then. It will take actually a little while before this is done, mostly due to the fact that we can't actually fight too many wars at once, and also the fact that apparently the how should I say it, the overextension modifiers will pretty much screw me over pretty quick. We'll have to consider how we'll actually pull this off, but for now the goal will be to wait until most of the how shall I say it, the coalitions against me have been disbanded, so I can actually start doing some work, more or less, and hopefully that'll help. We aren't really that far behind now. It's simply Denmark, Wallachia, Bohemia. Out of this, there's only 3 people I want out really, or 2, Bohemia and Denmark. The others can stay for all I care. So hopefully they'll leave soon, and hopefully we can regain some of our manpower without having issues that otherwise would screw me over. So hopefully we are ready for another attempt at the Ottomans pretty soon. But apparently integrating the or Bulgaria gives me Turks driven from the Eastern Balkans. The force of the Ottoman Empire has been driven out of the Eastern Balkans. At long last, Constantinople's European borders are secure. The phoenix rises. And integration is a slow process as always. So all in all, we're making progress here, and there's probably 2 provinces that I want Morea to have, Athens and also Rhodes, before integration. So I should get my next guy to fabricate a claim here. So I guess what we could say will be the goal for the next war will be Athens, Rhodes, and these 2, possibly 3 if I can. So we'll see how how that turns out. Also, the new provinces, Bulgarian ones, need some conversions. So that is basically done. And hopefully now we can, well, get Hungary. I hope that can grow or give these 3 provinces back to, or basically just 2 now, back to Hungary. But we'll see if that's at all viable. But for now, once again, I'll be sitting by, just not doing much, just waiting for manpower to be replenished and just preparing for another war against the Ottomans. That's basically all there is. It's not more interesting than that. As you can see here, we can get a new idea, shady recruitment, which actually gives some bonuses. Actually pretty good one, covert action relation impact, which I believe is for fabricate claim missions. I won't actually get as, well, hard hit, I guess I could say, as I usually would with that mission, hopefully, I guess. And other than that, I'm a little bit unsure what it actually means. But we will, of course, be supporting rebels. We will be sabotaging reputation. Basically, everything I can do to screw over the Ottomans, I will do. So we'll see if it actually makes or has an effect, I guess is the right wording. And Novgorod, has left the military coalition. Denmark has left it. Good, good. All remains now is well, our good old friends, the Bohemians. And if they leave, I think I'm pretty set here. Also starting to try and go for Holy Roman Empire. They actually have done a lot for me, so potentially I could do a double take here. Reform the, or restore the empire and then reform the empire as the Holy Roman Empire, but well, it's a little bit far-fetched, so we'll see what we actually end up with. But for now, as I said, the potential, or the original goal is nothing more than just aiming for the restoration of the empire, and then we'll see if we add anything else afterwards. But for now, we are getting our manpower back, so that should be fine. We're also Ottomans. What? Could someone explain this to me? I'm aggressive expansion, but apparently it's because of their threatened state, I guess. But even so, I find it hilarious that aggressive expansion of 241 and minus 200 in relations, and Bohemia here plus 3 in relations with an aggressive expansion of 6. I believe it's, I have no idea if it's 5 years have passed, but I think so. So, could someone please once again explain how that mechanic works to me, because I basically don't get the gist of it. Most of the many things in this game doesn't actually really make that much sense. I can plausibly understand most of it, how it could potentially piss off someone, but mostly it just seemed random, which makes it a lot more interesting actually compared to how EU 3 was, because they could basically to some extent predict everything. It wasn't actually a challenge to do that, because you basically knew what every decision would do thanks to the infamy modifier or board or something. The only basis that came with chance there was if you ended up with how should I put it? If you went close to the limit and then had a bad morning afterwards. But even so, that was kind of something you could predict. Seems like that is not the case here. But as you can see there, Bohemia left the coalition against us, or coalition, my apologies, and that is good. That means that for as far as coalition map mode, we have Wallachia and Trebizond. You guys are screwed. Basically this puts me in a position where I want to vassalize them both, most likely forcibly, which will screw me over with the European states. But vassalize Trebizond is actually a good move, because I believe they have some provinces or cores here. As you can see, they actually have an Ottoman core and Georgia core, and they also have a lot of claims in the area, so potentially I can hand over Ottoman provinces to them. I think we'll see. But for now, I think I will prepare another war against against the Ottomans. As said, Oman, Iraq, Tripoli, Khorasan, Persia will join me here. Well, Poland and Muscovy. I don't actually need the Mamluks. They are nice for keeping these guys in check, but they're not really a necessity. I'll also go ahead and take a cannon and a horse, which I will be sending over to, or sending to these troops. And I'll be sending, or splitting these two, or at least sending one of these over to Africa. What the hell is my navy? There it is. Can't actually spot it. I don't get why the AI's navy is actually being shown over mine. It actually makes it makes it incredibly hard to spot them, which I do not like. So yeah, I do have some hurt, or my manpower have been hurt a little bit, but that's fine. I actually got something there, which is good. A point stability. I didn't actually see what the other thing was. I simply saw lose some money and get a point stability, and that is in 99 of my cases, yes. How the hell am I making money with my armies up? I didn't lose that many troops, did I? Something fishy is going on here. Let's see here. I think I'll boost these to 8 or 40,000 then. So let's see, how is the setup here? 3 men, 1 cannon. 5 plus 2, I think. So once these guys are done, I will be getting this done. Let's see, how is the setup here? 4 plus 2. So once these units are done, I will be declaring war on the Ottomans. So until then, wait. What have you done now? Let's see, a war with Tripoli. You know what? I'll wait just a little while to see if Portugal and France. Do I want to? No. I'll take that hit. It's just 25 prestige, and basically the Mamluks is someone that I've been keeping alive, so I have no idea why they'd actually go for a war without me, and apparently that forced... I want to agree with Savoy, but I can't vassalize them, so I don't have any use for them anymore. These guys, however, I don't have any use for them either. But at least now I have a spot ready for you guys, so once that thing is done, I will be vassalizing you. How does it feel to know your fate? But yeah, I'll be getting these troops done, and then we'll be declaring war for... or another war on the Ottomans. We'll see how it turns out. Well, as things are now, I'm most tempted to actually go ahead and declare a war on Trebizond first, basically because I can then hand over their province to Trebizond itself, take up Cassia and Circassa, hand it over to them. Should work out just fine, hopefully at least. And the goal here will be to take Naxos, and Ukraine and Wallachia will join in. However, that's not a problem here, as we've established. There is another problem though, which is a little bit more annoying, and that is, if I do this, the Ottomans will probably end up joining a coalition again. In order to combat that, I'll be declaring war on the Ottomans most likely first, and then the Trebizond. But as you can see, I've also upgraded my military tech to level 22. It gives me cartridge, which gives combat width increased by 2, cavalry fire plus 0.5, artillery fire by a whole 2 points, and artillery shock by 0.10. We also get something that I find very amusing or very nice, and that is the winged hussars. They are actually one of the best units in game, I think. Or as far as... they've at least been hyped up to be one of the best units in game when it comes to cavalry. They actually have a offensive shock of 6, defensive shock of 3 on both the shock and morale phase, and a maneuver skill of 2. The Cossacks are basically about the same. So, well, they're actually they're probably about the same. So, they're actually, in terms of pips, they all have the same, but we'll go for winged hussars simply because of I've heard about them in history, and I have heard some pretty awful from the enemy's point of view, but great from the other's point of view. So we'll hopefully make some gains of that. Wait for the tick of the month, and the Ottomans will go down, I think. And here's something that I will be doing, which is kind of dirty and underhanded, but I don't care because I'm me and I like dirty and underhanded. So we'll be moving, hopefully, these guys into position to assault these guys in Karaman. If I get that done, then I'm basically set to take them down, I think. I'm missing something here. I'm missing a troop. Well, we're recruiting him, so that doesn't matter. But for now, why the hell are Frenchies? Question, are I giving you military access? When did I give them military access? Well, who cares? They're at least allowed to march through my lands. But that doesn't matter. Ottoman, you have been deemed guilty, and I will be taking you down. But goal here, Athens, Poland, Muscovy. That's basically the list that we've been fighting all along, but the front will be in this area, so it doesn't matter. Call all willing allies. Poland and Muscovy will be joining in, and we will be screwing these guys over as much as possible. They have 50,000 men, which means that is half of their army, which also is possible, and I have no idea why I started talking as I did. And sorry for the speed. I'll slow down a little bit just to be sure. But yeah, we'll be doing some opening moves here. We'll see how this actually turns out. For now, I'm actually having some trouble hunting down these guys. They are very elusive. Let's see, does that work, or will they... No, they actually... No, they did not. So we'll stop, and... I should potentially have let them hit simply because of the terrain modifier here. That hurts. That hurts a lot, and I don't really have that much manpower to spare. So we'll be moving these guys down to Izmir to boost, and we're moving those guys to help. Well, this is bad. Spain declare war upon us. Prepare for battle. They decide conquest. What are you conquesting? Messina. I cannot protect Messina. So, whom are joining you? No one? If no one joins Spain here, then I might actually have a chance. Because Austria joined me, Maria, Muscovy, Poland, Ulm. So as long as we get deals through France, we will win this, I think. I'll simply have to deal with the Ottomans first. I'll probably have to go for a white peace or something with the Ottomans in order to win against the Spaniards. We'll have to see what we actually end up with. But for now, we'll, I think, end it here. do a little bit of thinking before next time. The Spaniards are actually starting to cause me a little bit of an issue here. If they didn't have Malta, then it would actually not be a threat. So potentially I can counterattack here, take Malta, and screw them over that way. Is it possible? Maybe. Is it possible? Probably not. So yeah. Thinking tank, here we go. Ottoman. I might actually have to end the war with Ottomans prematurely, thanks to this, but if the Spaniards just take these two, then it's not really a big problem, because I can probably sneak troops over there sooner or later. Sardinia, that's the problem with islands, that's why I don't like them, because I don't actually build up my navy that big. I always end up in trouble once it comes to islands, and that tends up screwing me really badly. I have no idea how big the Spanish transport fleet is, if it's actually that big at all. 21, so they can't actually transport that or ship that many troops, so we'll be moving these guys, I think, over to Messina, or try at least fast, and then we'll try to fetch another. These guys will have to abort the siege. We'll split this into 5, and hopefully we can use these guys for sieging, and then we will be using, I think, to some extent, the 24,000 man army here to try and hold Messina. I'm pretty sure that is the only plausible tactic here. Potentially, I could also hope that someone else joins the war against these guys. That is also a possibility. But as I said, I don't really know. But I'm getting carried away again. Thank you for watching. Please leave a comment, praise, criticism, anything you feel like. And I'll see you around next time. Bye.